Welcome to Marriott MBA Today. I'm your host, Dan Patton. I'm here joined with a guest, John Hyde. We're really excited to have John on the program today. He's here to talk a little bit about his internship experiences over the summer at both Amazon and also at Peterson Ventures. Thank you very much for coming on the program today.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you tell us just a little bit about, first of all, I want to know how you got 2 internships over the summer, and then just tell us a little bit about what you did at each internship.
Sure. Yeah. It just kind of worked out that way as far as getting 2 internships. I was in second rounds at the same time with Peterson Ventures and with Amazon, and got offers kind of about the same time, and had a good rapport with the guys at Peterson. Had good trust there, and I took the full-time summer internship offer at Amazon, but just worked out with what they needed that I could be there for a month, and so just kind of luck that I was able to do both.
Great. Well, tell me a little bit more about the internship first off at Amazon. What were some of your major objectives? Did you have a project, multiple projects?
Yeah, so really interesting actually what happened at Amazon. So, when we think of Amazon, we think of the retail side, but they also have Kindle, they have Amazon Web Services, which is their cloud computing, IT infrastructure business, which is what I joined. So I was a product manager intern for Amazon Web Services, and normally what that means is you are working on the product with engineers, but I was put on the marketing team. And so I was marketing web services, and you're going to market that either to enterprise or startups. So I was focused on startups, which is more in line with my background. And we looked at my launch plan, I looked at their initiatives, and I saw one that caught my eye, which was a business plan competition that they run for web services. And so I had been asked last semester to direct the business plan competition on campus for BYU. And so second day I was there, I went to coffee with my manager, had a hot chocolate.
Of course.
And we were talking about some of the stuff they're doing. I said, hey, I'm doing this for BYU, the business plan competition. What do you think about me owning this end to end? And so he said, that's great, you do that. And so I ended up, that was my main project, was assessing, redesigning, and then beginning the implementation of their business plan competition.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, so it really prepared me for my time here at BYU instead of BYU preparing me for that in a way, which was cool. Yeah.
Well, that's an exciting thing to really see some of the things that you're able to implement and begin in the implementation phases. I don't know how many interns get to actually start seeing some of their proposals being implemented.
Yeah, that was satisfying.
So tell me a little bit about then the transition between going from Amazon, where you're implementing some of these competitions and so forth, to Peterson, which sounds like a totally different culture, totally different situation. What was that like?
So it's actually the reverse. So I started at Peterson Ventures. I was there for a month, and then I went to Amazon. But yeah, you're right. There was very different cultures. Peterson Ventures, small company. There's maybe a dozen people that work there. Mm-hmm. And you know them all. You go to lunch together. You go to Amazon, and it's very structured HR process. At 50,000 employees or more. I don't know. So it's going from a really small kind of tight knit company to a huge juggernaut.
Okay. Well, with such a structured program at Amazon, did they have opportunities for the interns to collaborate? Did you guys have, say, service days or roundtables with some of the senior leaders? I mean, beyond your project, what did you do?
Yeah. So there was 170 interns from all across the country that came to MBA interns that came to Amazon this summer. In my cohort, the week that I started, there was about 20 from HBS. There was some from NYU, Chicago, Michigan. Mm-hmm. I started with another fellow BYU MBA, Nate Packer. And then throughout the summer, they'd bring all the MBAs together for what they call leadership lecture series. So we heard from EVPs and VPs from across the country, and were able to kind of hear the vision and ask questions and try to get trade secrets they wouldn't give us. But yeah, it gave us a lot of exposure to the company, and that was a cool perk actually, hearing from the leaders. They have obviously very strong visionary leadership team there.
That's great, and I'm sure it gave you a lot more opportunities for networking and a little bit of face time with some people.
Made very good friends at other MBA programs throughout the country. So that was definitely fun.
Excellent. Well, is there anything that you wish you would have known before you went there, or did you feel pretty well prepared from the program over the last couple of semesters?
Which one?
I'm sorry, from your MBA experience and the coursework and so forth, and then coming into Amazon and Peterson, is there anything else you wish you would have studied or prepared?
Well, I mean, I think to credit the MBA program, I felt my project at Peterson where I started almost was like a capstone to what I learned the year before. I had to pull in marketing, finance. I was there for months, so they gave me a special project. They put me on with one of their portfolio companies, almost in a consulting role, to advise them on how to get from $1 million to $8 million in revenue. So I had to pull all this stuff that I don't think if I'd gone through the core and other MBA classes, I would have been able to do it. Amazon, on the other hand, was, I don't know, what it was, could I have done it without the MBA? Probably, but just because it wasn't directly related to classes that I had taken here, like Peterson Ventures was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate that. I think a lot of the viewers at home as well appreciate your insights and your advice, and we thank you again for coming onto the program. So once again, this was John Hyde talking about his amazing experiences at Peterson Venture and as well as at Amazon. And this has been another edition of Marriott MBA Today. Thank you very much for watching.